Hello. Today I will be talking about Web 2.0 and cloud computing. So let's get started. What is Web 2.0 and cloud computing? So Web 2.0 is most commonly referred to as the second stage of the internet. The main difference between the first and the second stage of the internet is uh, based around the fact that user-made content came around in the second stage of the internet, and the first stage did not really go into that type of content creation. The second stage of the internet did not really reinvent how the internet works per se, but rather how applications have transformed the ways in which the internet is used today. Cloud, com- Cloud computing, on the other hand, is where the delivery of cloud computing like storage, databases, and software is used all around the internet. This allows multiple users all around the world to access all of their data from any device, as long as they have a connection to their cloud services on all of their devices. Next would be current applications for Web 2.0 and cloud computing. Current applications for Web 2.0 would be like social media, so like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, and other social media applications would be Web 2.0 tools. Um, Video sharing applications like YouTube and other video sharing applications that are like YouTube would be current applications for Web 2.0. Communication applications like Skype and more recently Discord are also current applications for Web 2.0. Um, another current application for Web 2.0 would be like collaboration applications. So like Google Docs, Google Slides, PowerPoint, Microsoft Docs, any education applications that are used in like schools um, would be Web 2.0 tools as well. Current applications for cloud computing would be like Amazon Web Services or AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud, and also IBM Cloud as well. There are a lot more cloud computing current applications, but these were the main ones that I wanted to discuss for today. Next would be the benefits to organizations for Web 2.0 and cloud computing. To start off with Web 2.0, improvement on communication. So, say that a um, company wanted to post something on Instagram, for example, they can then get feedback on that um, post um, about what the post is about. So, say the post is about like a product that the company is trying to sell. They can then get feedback on that product, um, whether it be good feedback or bad feedback. Any type of feedback would be good or benefit to the organization, because if there is bad feedback, then the company can then see what they can improve on, and if there is good feedback on the product, then they can use that as motivation and make more products that are like that type of product that they are selling in that post. Um, Internet billboards or marketing, this would also be used in that example. So like a company posts an Instagram post about a product they're trying to sell. Um, they're trying to get more marketing out there for people to see of their product that might be interested or might not be interested in that product. Another way a company could market their products is by sponsoring people on YouTube. So like if a YouTuber has a community that might be interested in a product that a company is trying to sell, then that company could sponsor that YouTuber, and the YouTuber then advertises that product in a video. Customer engagement is like the embodiment of all of these benefits. Um, some benefits to organizations for cloud computing could be like cost efficiency. So like if a company were to want to not have that much resources for their cloud service, then they would look at potential cloud providers that don't have those um, useless resources that the company would not need, which could cut down on costs for the company as a whole. Another benefit to organizations would be like access to data from everywhere. This goes into like my first slide, um, where I was talking about as long as you have like a login to anywhere or to that cloud service, then you can access that data that the company is trying to use anywhere around the world through the use of the internet. Another benefit would be like flexibility. So like this would be like scalability. So if a company were to want a cloud service that is kind of small for like data storage, for example, they would go for a cloud provider um, that would have smaller data storage. Or on the other hand, if they are if a company is looking for a larger data storage cloud provider, then they would look for that type of cloud provider. Next would be strategies for implementation for Web 2.0 in cloud computing. Uh, some strategies for implementation for Web 2.0 would be like establishment of a social media presence. So if a company is trying to start off, um, then they would need to try to make posts on like social media websites, which could make them more popular, give them more feedback on the potential products that they might make, or just feedback on the company as a whole. Another strategy for implementation for Web 2.0 would be like interactivity on websites. So like if a company were to have a website that has like discussion boards or comment sections on it, then that would improve communication um, for customers and people that are interested in the company's website, or the products that the company is trying to sell as well, which could also give feedback for the company as well. Encouragement of user-made content is another strategy. So like if people are trying to make posts about a company's products, or it or the company's products are slightly mentioned in those uh, posts, then I wouldn't really think that the company should stray away from those type of things, but rather lash out at those people that are doing that and encourage that type of content to be made. Strategies for implementation for cloud computing would be like assessment of business needs. So like say that a business would need a bigger database, so um, they would go for a cloud provider that would offer a bigger database um, for the cloud service. So assessing what the business would need is a good strategy for the company that is trying to get a good cloud service. Focus on security. This would also be like an example of business needs. So if a company needs a larger amount of security for their data, then they would go for a cloud provider that has that has that type of security level. Or if they want a lower security level for their data, then they would go for a cloud provider that has a lower security level for the data. Optimization and costs. So like um, as long as the resources that they the company would not need um, are not present in the cloud providers services, then they could um, reduce the cost on what the cloud service would be. So that would be also another strategy for implementation for cloud computing. Next is Web 2.0 opportunities and challenges. Um, some opportunities for Web 2.0 would be improvement on knowledge. So like um, a lot of people nowadays get their knowledge and other forms of like communication and stuff through the use of like social media and like YouTube and stuff. So that would be a big opportunity for Web 2.0. Marketing and business potential. Um, this goes back to the example that I had for company a company posting on Instagram on their products, which could boost sales of their products and could potentially make them more money. Um, and the YouTube example as well would be a good opportunity for marketing. Global reach. There is so many people nowadays that use a whole bunch of social media and Web 2.0 tools. Um, so there was a lot more opportunity to get more um, more feedback from a lot of people and a lot of communication from a lot of people around the world. Um, some challenges for Web 2.0 would be concerns on privacy. So like privacy is like a big concern nowadays with Web 2.0, and um, if somebody were to hack into your account, then it would be a big challenge for that person that would be hacked. Another challenge would be cyberbullying, so like people that are on the internet um, might get bullied online, and which could be a harm to their daily lives or even a change in their lifestyle as a whole, um, and could potentially tragically end their life as well. Another challenge would be like fake news. Um, there was a high emphasis on a lot of content creation, so some people prioritize their content creation and making fake news, which could be a bad thing for a lot of people who just go off of the internet and what the internet goes or provides in terms of news. So that could be a challenge as well. Another challenge would be security threats, which could also go into like the hacking example that I went into for concerns on privacy, or potentially people could get breached as well. Um, Next would be the cloud computing opportunities and challenges. Opportunities for cloud computing would be like scalability. Um, uh, Bigger corporations would want to have a lot more scalability in their cloud computing or their cloud services. So it's a huge opportunity for um, companies to have the chance at uh, scaling their cloud services to what they want. Cost efficiency based around what the company wants as well, what types of resources that the company needs, um, is a huge opportunity for them as well. The amount of access to um, data as well, like security and stuff like that, would be is a huge opportunity for the companies as well. And users all around the world as well. Some challenges for cloud computing would be like security risks. So with having a lot of security, it's not really that big of a deal nowadays because a lot of people can hack into your um, your privacy and your data, which could be a challenge to cloud computing. Management of costs. Some people might not have the expertise or the knowledge of managing the costs of cloud computing or cloud providers, so that could be a challenge as well. Downtime, so cloud computing and cloud services could go down at any point, at any time, which could be another challenge for people that are mainly basing their companies around their cloud services, which if the cloud service then goes down, then it could potentially make it to where sales could go down and interaction goes down with the company, and it would just be a whole big bad show for the company. Changing cloud service providers could also be a challenge for cloud computing. So say a company wants to change their providers, it could be a whole long process for the company in changing providers and assessing what they want out of the new providers that the old providers do not have, um, which could also change the amount of cost that the company wants to fund for the cloud services. So if changing providers is a big issue for this type of thing, then it would be a challenge for cloud computing. I think that's about it. Here's my references that I used. Mainly these were for the first slide. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed listening to this presentation of Web 2.0 and cloud computing. That's about all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you.